Coming up on this edition of One, it's play ball as Major League Baseball season begins this month across America. But for Central Florida, it was play ball this spring when the Grapefruit League entertained at 3 area ballparks. We'll take you to a park and meet the fans who love the game.
It's not like, when we go to games at home, you're a little distance there. You don't have the closeness. Down here, it's all about just being with the guys, It's great.
Then 24-karat gold topped marshmallows. That's just one of the unique flavors of Wonder Made Marshmallows, a family business here in Central Florida. We'll take you inside their marshmallow workshop to see how these sugary gourmet treats are made.
Our most popular marshmallow is bourbon, hands down. People love the idea of boozy marshmallows, which who knew, right?
And later, a Central Florida thrill ride not found in the big parks. We've got all that and more, so stay with us for One. I'm Amy Lo Cicero, and welcome to One, a show about the people and places that make Central Florida special. Later on in the program, we'll take a tour of the Orange County Regional History Center. But first, let's play ball. With the start of Major League Baseball season this month, the attention of many fans across America turns to the boys of summer. But in Central Florida, we have the boys of spring, as our area is the spring training home of 3 Major League Baseball teams. The Grapefruit League is a great way to see a game and get up close and personal with the players. We visited 2 of our teams on a beautiful spring day at the ballpark.
Counts the scorecard.
Water, beer, peanuts, Cracker Jacks.
You can talk to the players. They're just like another person. It's not like, when we go to games at home, you're a little distance there. You don't have the closeness. Down here, it's all about just being with the guys, It's great.
I'm a little bit jealous of Florida residents because they have all these teams so close, but it seems like it's a much more casual atmosphere than going to a major league game. It's just much more relaxed, a more relaxing environment.
It's just, a sunshine game. It's a warm weather game, which I love. I don't like indoor things. I don't like cold things. So baseball is perfect.
A lot of us aren't from Florida here. A lot of us are from around the country. And when you see your favorite team, I'm a Tigers fan, so I get to come to Beera, watch the Tigers. My friend Sean over there, he's a Braves fan, so he gets to watch the Braves. And, that's the only time we get to see our teams.
I saw people actually tailgating over here in the morning, which is kind of cool. It's kind of part of the vibe, I guess, of being here for spring training. Back home where I'm from in Washington, D.C., I think there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. It's about 20 degrees. Here it's 70 degrees and sunny. It's a much more relaxed environment.
I don't know, I personally like the small stadium feel, vibe better. There's not a bad seat in the house inside the Space Coast Stadium. Anywhere you sit, you got a great view of the field and what's going on the field. So personally myself, I prefer to come to a spring training game and do a little tailgating, hang out with your friends and your family, and just enjoy.
We were watching batting practice, taking pictures, of course. Had to go in and buy our souvenirs, get a couple shirts and stuff, and walked around, checked out, couldn't believe how close we were able to park.
So far we've just seen some players. I had a chance to go into the stadium and take a look around. Looks nice, looks fun. Watching the players doing some BP. We were actually, my boys were able to meet Ross Detweiler. We can say, hey, I got a picture with that guy, I talked with that guy. One of the pitchers, the starting pitcher, asked my son's age and then kind of had a little banter with them, and that's good. It's, in the major league level, you don't get that interaction. Down here, it looks like you really can.
And players are so nice, so friendly, and especially down here for spring training, they're like having, it's like a family member. It's so great, so different than home.
being able to watch baseball is just, you know, for a month out of the year and have it right in your backyard is just, it's amazing. You know, I mean, you can't take it away, so it's pretty good.
If you missed the games this year, well, there's always next year. When it comes to thrill rides in the Orlando area, you might be surprised to find out that one of the biggest heart-pounding experiences is not located at Disney, Universal, or SeaWorld. The Slingshot on International Drive's Magical Midway takes the adrenaline rush to a whole new level.
You can basically see these posts from a long way, And, you know, at first you kind of underestimate what it is. You don't really know what it is. You just know it draws you in. Once you get here, you see what it's all about. Strictly speed, being thrown in the air at 100 miles an hour, just the excitement of it all. There's a lot of adventurous people out here. I mean, they're thrill seekers, you know. A lot of people are afraid of heights. Some people want to get over their fear. Some people just love the chase of the heights. When people are getting ready to get on, what I see in their eyes is some people are excited, some people are very fearful, some people panic. Some of the kids are just, they're numb to it. They just walk up like, okay, let's do it, Daddy.
Oh my God. I'm not doing that again. No. I'm not doing it again. That's easy. No. That's easy. Experience of a lifetime. It was fun.
And honestly, going up feels like a roller coaster, but coming down is like nothing I've never felt before. Like it's just crazy. Like you feel so weird, like the feeling of going straight up so fast and then coming down and like you're also coming fast, but it's just not the same anymore. You've never felt anything like that before. Like it's just, it hits you inside and your stomach is like moving and it just feels weird. It's such a weird feeling. It's not like any roller coaster or any ride you've ever had before. I'm not a big fan of heights, but I really like the adrenaline rush. So roller coasters and stuff is amazing. I wasn't scared at all.
I have never been so nervous to ride anything in my life. I felt like I was gonna cry, but it was definitely worth it. And I'm so proud of myself for doing it.
All right, ladies, on straight.
When you first take off, it's a lot of fun, but when you get to the top and you're spinning around, it doesn't feel like anything is holding you in your chair. You feel like you're just in mid-air, nothing holding you in. And it's the craziest feeling.
You're like screaming and you're so nervous, but you get up there and you're like spinning and you look out and you can see like everything for miles and it's so pretty. And it's a great experience. It's so much fun.
I guess you could say I'm sort of a thrill seeker, kind of, ready to do anything. So, and I love heights, absolutely love heights. So I just loved it. To be honest, it almost feels like Superman, kind of taking off, flying through the air. I absolutely loved it.
We come down on senior trip every year, and all these seniors are here and they're all excited about what they're doing. For me, the excitement is to get them to do it as well. Then the excitement for me is for it to be over, because it's exciting and it's fun to go and it's fun to do, but I don't feel very well when I get to the bottom.
It is an experience like no other that I don't necessarily need to ever do again. The worst part is waiting for it to go. You just never know. So I just shut my eyes and hope for the best.
It is an unbelievable rush. The first thing is keep your composure so the kids don't know you're sick on your stomach. And then you do well.
Slingshot riders say the experience seems to go on forever, but the ride actually only lasts about 1 minute. But it looks like it's a minute of your life that you will never forget. Coming up on 1, a Central Florida historical gem that many people don't even know exists. A local world-ranked flowboarder trains hard to come back after ACL surgery. And a visit to a unique gourmet marshmallow workshop here in Central Florida. But first, let's take a look at some nonprofit events and opportunities in our community. Most people drive right past the Orange County Regional History Center in downtown Orlando and never know it's there. Once a courthouse, it now houses some of the area's unique history and artifacts. We went to take a look and talk to the museum curator about Central Florida's past.
There's a lot of history here. There's a long story here that goes back 12,000 years, and that's the story that we try to tell. Well, the history that our guests will learn while they're here is they'll discover that we have a long history, first of all. We start folks out with the natural environment and talk about what Florida was like before people were here. Then we get into the first native stories from some thousands of years ago. Then we get into the pioneer history, which of course is fascinating. We look at what it was like to live back then, 150 years ago, the first pioneers who arrived here, and how difficult they had it. Try having to go a mile or two for your water, no screens on your windows, the bugs getting in everywhere. Conditions that are just impossible for us to think about today. Those folks came down here and built a life for themselves, continued building these communities. And then as you move forward, aviation really had a tremendous impact on us. And of course, citrus history, something that we can't forget about, named Orange County. And the citrus growing was absolutely huge and did indeed grow this city and all of really Florida, particularly Central Florida, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, before of course tourism finally began to become more important.
They have orange blossom soap. I was interested in the oranges, what y'all do with them, and the orange soap you saw me. I was really surprised, the orange soap. I would like to bathe in some orange soap. I think I would smell good.
Originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. We're currently living in Perkinston, Mississippi.
And we're here today on a trip with the Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. We have a seniors group that does different trips every now and then, and we're doing Orlando this week.
You know, there's a little section for everybody in this museum.
This is Walt Disney's original sketch of Epcot. It didn't exactly turn out this way, but it still turned out good.
One of the most important pieces, we have probably the most important piece, is not only the building itself. This building is from 1927 and served as Orange County's courthouse from 27 all the way to 1998. But while we had to tear out most of the building on the inside to create the History Center, we were able to save one of the courtrooms. And we have Courtroom B in its original state, as best we can tell, from 1927. The furniture, the cork floor, the judge's bench, the beautiful mural that was painted in the 1930s behind it.
It's enlightening. It makes you stop and think. And a week from now, you'll still be remembering and thinking about some of the things you saw.
I would say people need to stop, get away from the theme parks and come down to areas like this when they come to town and say, hey, it's a nice town. It's not just...
The whole town is nice.
People should visit the Regional History Center so that they can discover what Central Florida is all about and why they live in their community, how it has been shaped by our history, and perhaps better serve us toward what we can do about the future.
The center is on East Central Boulevard in downtown Orlando and is open 7 days a week. Austin Victoria started flowboarding in 2011 and began competing a year later. In this up-and-coming sport, riders take on a permanent indoor wave and perform by combining skills of several different extreme sports. After ranking second in the world in October of 2012, she had ACL surgery. She's now on the comeback with an intense workout routine in order to prepare for the 2014 competitive season. Let's catch up with Austin, this month's one to know, as she trains for her next competition.
It's called a sheet wave. They're made with trampoline surfaces, and then turbines push the water in a sheet of water, so like 1 to 2 inches, at anywhere from 20 to 30 miles an hour. First time I tried it, I was scared to death. It was pretty intimidating. I like to tell people it's like everything and like nothing at the same time. It's got similarities to snowboarding, skimboarding, wake surfing. It looks like surfing, but it's actually the least like surfing, I think. It is the most challenging when you start off, but I think it's easier to get better at it because it is consistent all the time. Unlike surfing, where you have different waves all the time that you're trying to get used to, this is a consistent wave, perfect all the time. The board is shaped like a skateboard, and it's a lot of similar tricks. So shove-its, 3 shoves, kick flips, varials, and it goes on from there. My goal coming off of ACL surgery is to not only get back to the level I was before. I was landing kick flips before the surgery, but I just hope to get those down and then progress from there and try to learn as many tricks as I can. Competing in flowboarding, I think, is different than any other sport in that we call ourselves a flow family. We really all try to support each other just to push for the progression of the sport. There's flow riders all over the country. They're just building more and more. Most people don't even know that there's competitions or people going on tour for this kind of thing. What happens is there's a tour in every country, and then the top riders from each tour are the ones who are selected to compete at Worlds. Nationals was actually here in 2012, and it was so much fun. Worlds is in a different location every year. The year that I competed, it was brought to the USA in Ogden, Utah. The competition format is different every year, I would say, on tour, but one thing is the same as the criteria. They judge it based on style, how good you look doing your tricks, the cleanliness of the tricks, so precision, and if you fall or not. I'm hoping to get back to this season. In 2011, right about the time I started flowboarding, I had a wakeboarding accident and partially tore my ACL. 2 years later, right before Worlds, started having problems with it again. And then I kept tweaking on normal things where it shouldn't have been happening, and finally decided to get it fixed. After the surgery, I just really realized how important it was to stay strong in order to prevent kind of injuries like that. I know now that I wasn't strong enough before to be handling the kind of sports that I was doing. If anyone is competing in anything like this or doing any kind of extreme sports, wakeboarding, surfing, flowboarding, I would definitely recommend having some kind of training regimen in place to be able to strengthen and stay strong and not get hurt.
Austin's training regime also includes 6 workout days in the gym each week, in addition to her physical therapy training. The first stop of the flowboarding tour this year is in Texas in mid-April. Good luck to Austin. Next on One, a trip to the marshmallow workshop of Wonder-Made Gourmet Marshmallows in Sanford. But first, let's check out more upcoming nonprofit events from around the area. Take a trip down the aisle in your local grocer or look online and you'll find a whole world of gourmet foods. But gourmet marshmallows? Really? Wonder-Made Marshmallows started out as just a gift idea, but they've taken off into a growing family business in Sanford, Florida. Let's meet the delightful family that makes these tasty confections and take a trip inside the marshmallow workshop at Wonder-Made.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Jen.
And we're the Wonder Fam. And this is the perfect s'more. Wonder Made marshmallows started as a gift. It was Christmas time. I had no idea what to get Jen, and I was a little anxious, a little frantic about this, and I had this idea. I should give her the recipe for marshmallows and a candy thermometer.
The perfect Christmas gift.
Yeah, what every mom would want, something to do in the kitchen.
We started as just something fun we did at night, and we played around with it and tried new flavors, and we'd share them with our friends. And then our friends would continue to ask us for more flavors and more samples. And then eventually they asked to buy them to give as gifts. And then we thought, maybe we should try doing this for real. So we took some time and experimented with lots of flavors, changed our ingredients a little, tried to get a good shelf life. And then we started selling them online, and then we've got wholesale partners. It's just kind of grown from this little fun activity, just the two of us, to now we're sharing it around the world. So you boil the sugar, and then you mix gelatin with the flavoring, and then you whip that all together until it gets really fluffy, and that's it. Good ingredients are the secret to a good marshmallow. We use real sugar. We make our own syrup. There's no corn syrup. We use real ingredients, no artificial flavoring, no artificial coloring.
Our most popular marshmallow is bourbon, hands down. People love the idea of boozy marshmallows, which, who knew, right? But they've just been so popular with people who are doing s'mores, with people who are putting them in hot chocolates, and with people who just want to gift them. And then we've also done a ton of different fruits.
S'mores is really good too. It's chocolate and vanilla rolled in graham cracker.
We've done Neapolitans, it's a layer of chocolate and vanilla and strawberry. We've done lots of different alcohols. It's not just bourbon. We've done champagne, and we've done wine, and we've done different beers. We've got a champagne marshmallow that is actually covered with 24 karat gold, because when people think candy, they really want gold candy, we think. We're banking on that being correct. Our family and friends know us well enough to know that we're fairly crazy people, and that the idea of starting a marshmallow company is just kind of fits in with who we are. But we do run into a lot of people who we don't know all that well, and they hear about it, and they say, you have a what? What kind of a company? One more box?
Still got 16. Guys.
Yeah, 16, okay.
We have 4 children. The oldest is almost 10, then a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and almost 3-year-old. And they love to tell people about Wonder Made. They are probably our biggest ad campaigners.
Yeah.
And they love to fold boxes, and most importantly, they love to taste test all the marshmallows.
Okay, kids, we've got a new flavor for you to test, and since you're our official taste testers, I want to see what you guys think of it.
Sure.
Okay, so kids, go ahead and try one and tell Mom and I what you think.
Take one.
Take one. Arden, do you like them? Great. Jen? I think we have a winner. Life isn't just work. Because if we made great marshmallows but at the expense of our family, that would be a clear failure on our part. So we really just try to make sure on a day-to-day basis that we're respecting and loving our children and each other, and then out of that, as an extension of that, making great marshmallows, because that's how the whole thing started. It started as an act of love. So we just want to make sure that we keep healthy priorities. Got some orders going to LA and Virginia, North Carolina, San Diego, Washington State, Massachusetts, Illinois. It's just been a blast for us to do. And really the reason we have the business is because it's just so much fun to make marshmallows. I mean, really, who gets to do that? We get to make marshmallows, which is pretty amazing.
Wonder Made marshmallows are sold at 100 boutique retailers across the U.S. as well as online. Flavors are always changing, of course, to only those approved by the test tasting panel of the Wonder Fam Kids. That's all for this edition of One. I'm Amy Lo Cicero. Thanks for watching.